Hey everybody, I am doing a new reaction video. It's the P. Holmes show, X-Men. There's like a handful of skits he did where he dresses up as Professor Xavier and fires members of the X-Men. He only had like a dozen videos he did of this. Kind of wish he did more because, well, I understand why he couldn't do more. I think his show only lasted like a couple of seasons, and he only did like a handful, like a dozen of different characters, and it's too many, X-Men characters out there. So, but he has done something for Street Fighter, and more recently, since he started doing podcasting, he did one where he dressed up as Batman and firing members of the Justice League. It was like, it's gonna be fun. I'm really gonna have fun reacting to those videos. But let's get started. Don't forget to like the video, leave a comment below, let me know what was your favorite P. Holmes comedy show, joke, or video.
Angel.
What is it?
It's just I'm going over your file here, and there seems to be something missing. I mean, what are your powers again?
I fly.
Yeah, I know you fly, but what else?
That's it.
Well, you're fired.
My bones are hollow. It enables me to soar great distance.
Yeah. I did a couple years back when I was doing comic book reviews of each, like a solo issue, whatever, X-Men member, not just for the core roster, but like, a few extra characters too. And one of them, it was like a solo story focused on Angel. I don't remember it being very good. It's all black and white and everything like that. So it's up on my YouTube channel, so you can check out my review. And I went over the Marvel Wiki on Angel's powers. He does a little bit more than just fly, but that was just a common joke with him. It was like his only powers is the fact that he just has wings, and it's like that was a joke. It's kind of like with Aquaman. Oh, you only talk to fish, and that's all you do. He does a lot more than that, but that was just a running joke.
I should have let you go. I'd love to hear your retort. I mean, do you have any idea how many of the X-Men fly and do something else incredible? You just fly. And it's not even like an internal power, like something you focus. You literally have giant wings. You're a bird. Flapping your wings as hard as you can to lift your stupid abs in the air.
They're angel wings.
I'm looking right at them. Those are bird wings, just huge and on a man. I'm surprised you haven't choked on one of those plastic ring thingies. Oh, maybe if I peck at this. Greenpeace, help.
But you need me.
I do not need a bird, but I do have a question. Do you prefer your seed loose or in a bell shape?
I'm not a bird.
Or is it a pine cone with peanut butter and then you stick the seed to it?
I'm not a bird!
Bold words for a man with huge bird wings and hollow bones. You bird. Hey, look, I'm giving a bird the bird.
I got it.
Would you do me one small favor, bird? When you get your worthless ass out of my office, would you resist the urge to shit on my car? I just hate it when your people shit on my car. Oh, wait, let me fire you in your native tongue. Chip, chip, chip.
I'm not.
Bird. Say, maybe you don't want seed, but perhaps I could interest you in some pasta salad.
No, I don't.
What if I regurgitate it for you? Like bird style.
What? Oh, that is...
Here, bird. Here, this will
No one
help
wants
you
to see
fly.
that.
You bird. Hey, Angel, put on a shirt. This is a school for gifted youngsters, not a Victoria's Secret model runway, you bird! 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 Gonna miss that bird.
Iceman. I just want to say that I really cannot stand what they did to Iceman. They really want to neuter like characters that we like just for the sake of some type of agenda. I'm sorry. Just they're retroactively making Iceman gay for no real reason. I'm pretty sure they have a reason, but the reason's stupid as hell because there's no point to that outside of we don't want to we don't want to create an original character that happens to be gay because no one wants to read it. But people know this character, so we'll just retroactively make this whatever demographic, apply whatever demographic to a well-known established character that has no history with that demographic just to reach more, audience and stuff. He was a well-known player, had a bunch of string of girlfriends, and no, he wasn't compensating because he was in the closet. That was lazy. It was so lazy. Oh my god. I mean, at best he could say he's bisexual. At best. But it was so dumb either way. Oh my god, it got on my nerves. It's the same thing with Johnny Storm. We don't want these young hot dudes to be a player because that doesn't make the girl feel so good. Certain girls might feel like, this is toxic masculinity, and it's like, no girl wants no devil may care attitude hot young dude to be with. So let's make them like as emasculate as possible. It's so dumb, and it's like you can make a successful character, a new character, well, it's a relatively new character of a particular demographic and make it work. You got them solid right, like John Constantine, well-known bisexual. They didn't make him bisexual out of the blue. He was right like that from the exception because it isn't just like, that's his entire identity either. No, he has great character, and every so often he might hook up with a dude every once in a blue moon. But isn't that his sole focus and identity is just kind of like push some type of thing? That's why people use the word woke the way they do, because they, you take a well-established characters, and because you cannot run the risk of a new character not selling, but you're trying to get the bucks from the LGBTQ plus community. So let's take a well-established character, make them whatever, and it's like, look, we're with you guys. It's so disingenuous to everybody, and the character suffers. God, sorry, I get off on a tangent. It's like I like Iceman. He's such a cool character, no pun intended. And what they did to his character, and that's another thing. They're gonna have kids growing up reading comics about him, and he's just like, they will have no frame of reference to the fact that he was like this, and this was his true origin. But no, they will end up gaslighting a bunch of new readers, thinking that is like that was the standard. And that's not true. And I think a lot of people need to be honest with people. It's like, no, this whole thing with him being with guys is a relatively new thing. It wasn't like that all the time.
Iceman.
Yes.
Man of ice.
I'm sorry, is something wrong, Professor?
I'm just trying to figure out, what are your powers again?
Professor, I make ice.
Oh, I know. It's laughable.
How, okay.
I'm just trying to figure out what I can do with a man whose weakness is room temperature.
Okay, right, but Professor, the ice that I make
is... what, cold? Uh-oh. Look out. They didn't bring layers. Good thing Iceman is here. Go inside. Get an electric blanket and a hot water bottle.
I'd like to point out I've been a very...
And you know what? there was like a time when Emma Frost mind controlled Iceman, and he got a little like in his feelings because she managed to use his powers to an extreme degree, past any limits that he had on himself. Because I don't know, it's just he didn't really train hard to do like. I mean, you can look it up because when Emma Frost used Bobby Drake's abilities, it was on an Omega level, extreme degree, something that Bobby didn't think he was capable of doing, and she didn't bother to tell him how to do it. She's like, "You got to figure that out yourself. I'm not going to tell you." But she just broke past his limiter and just went ham with his powers. And for a while, he got a little in his feelings because he had no clue how to do what she did. I'm not sure in recent comics if he took his powers to another level or not, but, you know, his powers is freaking cool. No pun intended. But, you know, he never did what Emma Frost did with his powers.
Valuable part of this team.
Hey, Iceman, what's your weakness? Salt? That thing that's everywhere? Kitchens, restaurants, that's your kryptonite? Salt?
Kryptonite?
Right, marvel.
Do you understand that I spontaneously...
If I'm ever on a lazy
kryptonite?
New Orleans porch and it's really balmy and my iced tea starts to get a little tepid, I'll call you. You're on speed dial as the bitch who can make my drink a little better.
Hey, I'm a hero.
Right, named Iceman. That's really creative. He makes ice, call him Iceman. Why not just call Wolverine Claws Man or Cyclops Laser Beams Shooting Out of His Face Man? Did you name yourself?
Yeah.
Good job. Look, Iceman, if I wanted a useless bald guy standing around the fight not doing anything, I'd hire Seal. At least he could serenade the battle.
I just think that you're not...
The only Seal song I know is from the Batman
I've been part
movies.
of this team.
There's so much I can tell you, so much you can say.
If you look at the experience that I brought to the team over the past...
My power.
I can't wait to get Bobby Drake in Marvel
there's a
Rivals.
bigger picture here than
Him
just
and Johnny Storm has to have some kind of dual synergy powers to work off of each other, because
There was a nice way
I like Bobby Drake. He's so much fun.
My eyes become alive and the light that you shine can be seen. You're fired. Fire, which would kill you. Baby, I can pay you to again, okay. It's gonna be in my head for about a month, but it was worth it.
Jubilee. I ended with Jubilee. And I really love Jubilee. People sleep on Jubilee. She got her powers. I mean, like with Angel, they think like, oh, she just makes fireworks. But no, you look it up on Marvel Wiki. Her powers, you know, of course, when she was young, she only can do like a little pyrotechnic plasmoids is what it was called. But it's actually, you know, as she develops and trains, those things can be like giant bombs if she, you know, really push it. You know, and if I was able to direct a movie centered around one X-Men character, I want Jubilee. I will raise my hand. I want Jubilee. I wanted to make a Jubilee movie, and if James Gunn can force 80s music down our throats with the Guardians of the Galaxy, I want to be able to shove 90s music down our throats with Jubilee, because she's such a 90s character. And she's so cool. She's so much fun. Got that youthful energy. And, you know, if you want to prop up a, you know, Asian demographic, you got Jubilee. You got Psylocke. Psylocke is Asian British, but still, it counts. And it's like, you know, instead of race swapping certain well-known characters that was predominantly well-known to be white, you got like a plethora of mutants from all different types of demographics. If you want to put the German, got Nightcrawler. You You want to piss a Native American? You got Warpath. You want to piss Asians? You got Jubilee. You got a plethora here. Stop race swapping. Okay? Do some research. That's all I gotta say. This is wild to me, the needless race swapping on certain characters that's ultimately not needed. Oh, she is really cute.
Jubilee.
Yeah.
You project pyrotechnic energy plasmoids, like little fireworks.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're fired.
What?
It's a pleasure to fire you.
You know,
Fireworks. Goodbye.
Well, they're called plasmoids.
They're called fireworks, and just because you make them doesn't make them something else. You realize that I'm trying to put together a team of superheroes, not coordinate the finale of 9 Inch Nails at Lollapalooza, right?
Well, I'm well aware.
I mean, maybe if Mr. Sinister is robbing a bank while tripping on MDMA, maybe you could distract him. I'm sure you'd be good at that.
But I think
Maybe if Magneto is beating up hippies at Burning Man, I'll give you a call. Oh, I know. You can fly to Ibiza next time Skrillex is spinning for the hippie flipping rich kids. It's a perfect match. He's over here. You're over here. I'm tripping balls, bruh! If you'd like to make a call, keep it funky. Good times.
I can't believe you're firing me.
Actually, could you fire yourself? It would be the first thing you've ever done for the X-Men. You look like the creepiest pervert's real doll. Special ed. You look like Hello Kitty's best friend. Goodbye, Kitty. Goodbye,
the creepiest
Kitty.
pervert's real doll.
Could you look back just for 1 second, please? Yeah, you can't hear a finger.
Oh my god, oh my god. The creepiest pervert's real doll, special order. Oh my god, that was hilarious. Man. Yeah, I want to do a few more of these and then shift over to like the Street Fighter portion and then the DC portion that he's done. But yeah, that was funny. Oh my god, I love Jubilee. I don't care what anybody says. I love Jubilee. I love her name, Jubilation Lee. That is such a creative name. If I have a daughter, like if I have daughters, like of course I want one to be. If I don't end up having a son, I can name him after myself. But like Gwendolyn and Jubilation Lee or just Jubilee. I love those names for girls. I love those names. And honestly, Jubilee is such a fun character. I don't care what anybody says. I love Jubilee. God, I hope MCU does that character right and gives her justice. I do not want her to be lame girl boss. Please do not ruin that character for me. But anyway, I will see you guys in a little bit. I'm going to get back to more Batman Arkham Origins in the next hour, reacting to the cutscenes for that. But leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think of P. Holmes. You got a favorite skit he does, favorite comedy show, favorite joke, whatever. Leave a comment below. Like his podcast on YouTube and check him out. He's very funny. And I will see you guys in a bit. Peace.